Hi, my name is Talia and I'm coming to you from Denmark, and this is my knitting podcast. I'm trying to make video more regular, but it's not really working, so from now on I really will put this on the schedule and will try my best, because today I was trying to go around and find the things what I was showing before, what I was working through this time, and I was really struggling to remember all what I showed, all I didn't show, so I gonna try and then gonna again try to put the video right as I'm planning. So let's start. From that what I was showing you previously, I was working on a blanket for a small baby girl what already joined us. So my friend, she had a baby. The baby is like week old, but I didn't visit them yet, so I'm planning to go to them today or maybe tomorrow. So blanket is ready. Don't know how to show you it right. I was showing you this last time. I made this in a broken rib. No, it's not called broken rib. Maybe it is. It's like when some lines you just knit and some lines you are making knits and pearls. Yeah, I attach pompons. I think it's look cute with them. So, and she had some stuff in the room, like some lamp, I believe is pompons or something like this. So I think it's gonna be a great match. I used yarn merino from Drops, baby merino. Now I don't remember anything, but probably I'm gonna write this in my project on Ravelry, what yarn I exactly use, but it's kind of like something between fingering and sport by yarn. Yeah, the pattern, it's really easy to recognize, because one row you just knit, another row you purl and knit. You can easily see this on the pattern how it's going. Because it's fingering weight, and because it's blanket still, even if it's baby blanket, it's take a lot of work, a lot of hours, but I think it's really worth it, because it's nice to have something like handmade. Okay, at least I think that it's nice to have something handmade and made specially for that baby, so I hope they will be happy to have it. And the yarn is really soft and nice, and you can wash it in machine on special, I believe, this wool program, but mostly all new machines have it, so it's easy to do this. I was washing this blanket before, after I finish this and before I need to gift it, so I think it will be easy to do this after also. So this is my first finished object. I like it. After I finished this blanket, I decided that I want to make one more thing for this new baby, and I decided to make a sweater. I didn't finish it completely, I finished to knit it, but I would like to write a name on it, not cross stitch, but like stitch the name on it. And I make opening on the back, so I need to put like 2 buttons there, but I'm gonna show you this. I didn't find any pattern what I would like to use for this. I had some pictures from Pinterest, like for inspiration, but I didn't find any pattern. I find one pattern on eBay, no, not eBay, Etsy, on Etsy, but review wasn't that good. So many people was writing that they was struggling to find out what is how to make it, so I decided to don't buy it. I wanted to sweater also be ripped. I'm gonna show you it. It look like that right now, so it's half rip, no, English half rib, I don't remember, but it's actually a pattern when you knit one row, but in another row you knit in a previous, you knit one stitch in the previous row and one purl. So I make this in this way. It looks similar to brioche, not exactly, but really looks similar to brioche. Yeah, I make the sweater bottom up. So I first knit bottom in a round, then I separate this, knit back, knit front, make more decreases in the front. Then here I have opening. I didn't put the stitches yet, buttons yet, but I make the holes, button holes, like here one more. Then I pick up stitches for the neck, made the neck, pick up stitches for the sleeves, make 2 decreases or 3, I don't remember exactly, and then finish it. So right now all what I need to do, what is left to do, is put 2 buttons here and write the name here. I didn't made this I never made the embroidery with the name before, so I also look couple of pictures of inspiration, find some video, but I'm still didn't make it. So I hope after I finish this video I will try to make it. I have some chunky yarn, so I'm gonna make this in this chunky yarn, and we're gonna see how it's going to work. And again, I don't have a small baby myself, so I didn't knew the measurements for this, so I basically went to H&M. They had the sale and I just bought like small sweater in the size what is supposed to be. I bought for 62 centimeters. They tell it it's around 2-4 months. So I bought this sweater and then just make this one to the measurement, like that it's like it looked like that one, yeah, around. So that's all what I made. I probably gonna try to make a pattern for this, because if I was struggling to picking up the pattern, there are probably people like me that also wanted to make some knits for newborn babies, but they couldn't. So I will try. I wrote the notes, but now I will need to figure out how to make it to more sizes. So I probably gonna look on some charts. I don't know if there are some experienced people who know how to make sizes, great sizes, right? Or some professionals who can make this work for me, that I will pay. Let me know. Because yeah, I can't figure out how to knit, but sometimes sizes, sometimes I'm struggling to make all this mess right. But yeah, so this is my second finished object. I use yarn, I believe it's worsted or like heavy decay weight. Yeah, but basically it was yarn what I had in my stash. So to make a pattern I will probably need to knit it again, and in some yarn what is easily available, that people don't gonna struggle to find the appropriate yarn for this. So yeah, that's my second finished object, almost finished object. I'm gonna call this finished object because I'm gonna give it away as a gift to my friend baby today or tomorrow, so I cannot show you this after this, so I'm showing you now, and maybe I will make some pictures when I embroider a name on this, and then we'll show you this. So that's my second finished object, and I have 2 more. That's look like a lot, but actually if I look back, I think last video I recorded almost months or even more than months ago. Then in this perspective it's not that bad, not that a lot, and this blanket was on the way to be finished. A sweater didn't took that long because it's for baby, it's really small. I think the yarn is for this, like, I don't know, proper head or two for adults, so it's not that much. My next finished object actually was, I can show you now this without any spoiler alerts, because that was Mystery knit-along by Steven West, socks knit-along. And yeah, there was a lot of discussion about these socks. I know that a couple of people rip out after they knit the socks, but yeah, if I saw the pattern released like a pattern, not like knit-along, I would probably don't buy it. But I think there is something excited and cool about knitting with all and other people around the world. Pattern was just released by some clues, and you knitting a part of the sock every week and then waiting a week for a next clue release. I think there was something cool in this. First I was struggling with picking up the yarn, then I pick up yarn, then because I wasn't sure if I gonna have enough of yarn, because there wasn't any of that yarn what I pick up, any of that yarn wasn't a full skein. So I decided to make two socks different. So of main color I used different for right and left sock, and there was different instruction for right and left socks. So each week I was making first right then left socks, and then was waiting for next week, and so on. So my socks look like that. I actually really like them. Again, if I saw the pattern, I would probably don't go for it, but I like to knit. I enjoyed to knit this as knit-along. I really enjoyed. That was fun, and because it's socks, it's not a lot of work, so you always can put like couple of hours per week to make it. But there was some cool techniques. This cable what runs on the front, on the side. I don't know, it's probably mosaic knitting when you slip in the stitches of different colors. And yeah, you can clearly see that it's two different colors used, like main colors are different for both socks, but I think they come in together. You can clearly call them a pair. I gonna call them a pair. I never knit socks that long. If I gonna stretch it, it's going to be even over of almost over of my sock blockers, and I never use and I never knit socks that long, and I even make them shorter as a pattern recommended. But I like them. I really like them. So after I finish them, I still have some yarn left, even from my not full skeins of yarn, but I make size first size. I have quite small, like I don't know American size, but European size. I have woman size 37, so I believe it's like American 5. I'm just guessing, not right now, I'm guessing. So I still have some sides, and like in the bottom there was optionally how many rows to knit, so I stopped like first time when I could. I still have some amount of this yarn left, and now I'm putting this in my blanket. I'm knitting North Esterly blanket, and now I start to work on this again. There was long time I almost didn't knit on this, but I pick up it again and working on this again, and leftover yarns from these socks are going there too. So again, I don't know how exactly they're called, like Surprise in Sock-along by Steven West. There's a lot of pictures on Instagram. I was following tag about knit-along and was so inspired by another people, by bright colors, by so nice combinations. That was amazing. I think that's something cool about this knit-alongs. When so many people are knitting, you can see different color combination. You can see different ways how people are knitting, and it's inspiring. I think that's really nice vibe when you are knitting together with all these people. Yeah, so that's my third finished object, and now with my last finished object, what I'm gonna show you. I knitted leg warmers. Don't know how to call this. It's basically tube. Um, like if there was long socks, then here you will probably knit the leg, but it just tube. Look really skinny, but it's actually 64 stitches, so it's not that skinny. But because it's 2x2 rib, so it's look like skinny. I had this yarn in my stash. It was yarn from what is called Sock It by Garn und Salk. It's a shop was located here in Denmark in city what's called Aalborg. I lived there before. It's a really nice shop. They had a lot of yarn and they had some good prices on the yarn. So I don't think they have this yarn now in stock. Maybe they have some in other colors. There was some time when they stopped producing this. So it's not like merino soft yarn, and I probably will don't wear socks like this. But my mom liked these colors. She picked up this and one more colors for leg warmers for her because she thought that her legs it's cold sometimes. So I knit this pair, and from another yarn which she picked up, it's also blue but like light blue. I think I'm gonna make rib just on top and in the bottom and just make plain like plain fabric here, and then gonna give it to her and we're gonna see how that work out. So yeah, I have this needle, how it's, I don't know how it's actually called, the short one. Yeah, when one is little longer and other is shorter. It's practical because you don't have like long needles. You don't need to. I'm normally making socks on using magic loop, like when you switching cable or switching needle all the time. But I decided to use this because I was working on this just at work or when I was on the way to work, so to have something small and then I can always put this on the side. But I think my hands don't, I don't know if they are not used to work with these small knitters or they don't like it. I'm actually struggling to knit on this. It hurts my hands when I do this. I don't know, I will probably keep trying to make it work for me on something like this, but I don't know, or something else, someone else have also problems with knitting on these needles, or it's just me, it's comfortable for you. I don't know, maybe just me and everything is okay, or we are all different. Some needles work for some people and they don't work for another people. So for now I'm trying, but how it's gonna go, I don't know. Yes, so that was all finished objects. Now I'm gonna tell you about what I'm working about, what's my plans. And I actually decided to make a small giveaway, and I will talk about this in the end. We have really strange weather here in Denmark. Sometimes it's really cold, sometimes it's warmer, and now it's warming up again, and it was cold almost a week, so it's strange vibe. So it's not really warm, but it's feeling hot. Yeah. My next work in progress, it's a scarf, shawl, I don't know how you call it. It's probably a scarf. So again, after I knit that sweater, I decided I really like that fabric, what's created by when you knit one row and another row, you knit one stitch in the previous row and one is you purling. So I decided to make a scarf like this. It should be quite wide scarf and probably also long if I can manage this. So I start with normal 1 by 1 rib. Then I was making increases on one side. Now how good you can see this. So on this side it's just straight, and on this one I make decreases until I was happy with the white of the scarf. And now I'm just working with the straight, like without decreases or increases, until some point, and then from that point I will start to make increases to get to the amount of stitches what I start with. Will make short section with just 1 by 1 rib and gonna finish it. I had this yarn on a con. I bought this once when I was in Ukraine, and it's should be 100% merino, but it's probably some yarn what you are using for, like it's have like 3 strings in a one, and it's like light fingering. So I have a lot to go. I'm making it on 3mm needles. I wait first part when after I made the all increases. I measured, I weighed the con, not the con, I made the fabric, and it was with the needles around 50 grams. So I think I will knit it until I have around, let's tell 70 gram. I don't know how much the con weight. It's a cardboard, so maybe at least 70 gram. And then we'll start to make decreases to go to the end. Yeah, I'm looking forward to have it. It's just gray, simple scarf, but sometimes during the autumn or winter, it's something what I really need, because I have a lot of nice colorful shawls, but sometimes I just want something really simple that will don't really, I don't know, will call attention. Like I think gray scarf will be really cool. So I'm working on this. When it's gonna be finished, I don't know. I still have a lot to go. I want long scarf, long, white, just gray, simple scarf. It's gonna go with everything. So that's what I'm working. It's kind of like partly boring, but I remember the pattern because, as I tell again, knit 1 row, knit one below and purl one the second row. It's nothing scary. I'm making some small I-cord on the sides, that sides will look nice. So I'm also slipping some stitches. Yeah, so you're gonna probably see that again a couple of times. That's my work in progress. My next work in progress is my North Esterly blanket. Yes. As I told before, now leftovers from a socks. I'm using them in a blanket right now, so I just use this. It's really hard to describe this color. It's like beigey, pinky, with some gray parts. Yeah, and then another, it's gray. It's just different tone of grays, like some almost black, some almost white. So I'm using this now here, and I will try to show you blanket I'm using for my blanket. I believe it's 2.5mm needles, this carbon needles, and on the short cables I believe it's like 40 centimeters or 20. I have no clue. The small one, I'm normally using them for making a hat. Yeah, I will try to show you blankets as much as I can. I didn't move the threads what's left over yet, so it's crowded with them, but I normally using some colors what I actually really like, and just putting them together. Some colors are repeating, so I feel bad just about throwing away some yarn, so I'm using some colors when I already used them before, but I'm just putting them further away from each other and using again, because I feel bad about knitting a couple of rows and then putting this away or just throwing out. And I don't have any another plans to making some another blankets for now, so yeah, I'm using this. I'm going more like for pink colors, some beige colors. There's also some green, gray, different, but mostly like if I like it, it's going in, and I'm happy. It's not gonna be the biggest blanket. In begin I wanted like some lab blanket that I can put back on a chair or put on my legs when I'm sitting and watching something. And I also using just like some nice soft yarn, so merino nylon or something like this, finger and weight yarn, and normally from leftovers, or sometimes I was buying like mini skins, or I was buying some people leftovers with some nice colors if I like it. So yeah, it's growing. It isn't finished yet. I don't know when it's gonna be finished. I'm not in a hurry with this. It's not like, oh, I'm missing blanket, I need to make it. No, I was in a hurry with baby blanket and with previous baby blanket, but this one I'm not in a hurry, and I'm just enjoying my progress and knitting with this. So yeah, that's my second and I believe last work in progress. I also am planning to make in, after I try that stitch, um, I know the name of that stitch, but right now it just gone from my head. When you knit one row and like knit in previous row and purl one. If someone know it, just write me. I'll probably remember this like just after I finish the video. That is gonna be. So I'm literally obsessed with that stitch. So I decided to make a cardigan in that stitch also. I bought some yarn. It's look like that. It's look a little darker on the camera, and also see that my face look darker. It's because probably I'm sitting near the window today. I'm recording. It's Saturday today when I'm recording it. So my son, my daughter, my husband, they're all at home. So I couldn't, normally I'm recording this in living room, but I couldn't do this to don't disturb everyone. So because the window is right near me, that all look a little darker, it's in reality. So yeah, this yarn is a little lighter, as you can see, and it's yarn from Lana Grossa. Call it Alora, hand dyed, and it's basically bamboo, cotton, merino, and alpaca, mostly cotton. So it's 76 cotton. Yeah, so I bought some of this yarn on a sale, and I decided to make some cardigan for me, like light cardigan. It feels quite warm actually. Yeah, but I hope for light cardigan. I make some small sample, but now I cannot find this. Just a sec. Ta-da! I found it. The stitch look like that. I know that it's small gauge sample, but it was enough for me, so I measured this, and now gonna be trying to figure it out how to make some cardigan for myself. I think it's gonna be looking good, and also will be nice to have for every day, like just put on top some t-shirt and I'm ready to go. Last thing what I wanted to talk with you, I decided to make some giveaway. That was long time ago. I didn't make anything like this, and I think it will stimulate me to be more present on here, making the video more regularly, posting pictures on Instagram more regularly. I'm trying this, but then like I'm trying to go with this for a week, and then I'm again like don't have power for this or time or anything like this. I'm finding all excuses for myself. I shouldn't do this, so I will try to make a giveaway at this time and be more present in the future. So if the giveaway gonna be run from now and 2 weeks from now, and then in 2 weeks I will pull the winner. So my popcorn bag, I decide to make giveaway for this one. So I will give away one bag, and also will give away 2 patterns for the winners. So first person gonna have a bag, and 2 people gonna have a pattern for this bag. So it's just simple bag. It's knitted in fingering way yarn together with mohair yarn. It's creating this like bubble fabric. It's really easy to knit. You knit in the round main fabric, and then you are working on a bottom part. Then you install in deeper. I have this fun fabric with the hearts inside, and some small string to hold it. This might have metal zipper. It's easy, it's really nice to have it, to use it. I'm normally having like some small sock projects in this. I also try to carry some makeup in this, or some another stuff what I need to work, like I don't know, cables for phone, headphones, some another stuff what I need to do, and then just slip in a bigger bag and have it. So if you want to win this bag or pattern for this bag, comment down below. Maybe comment down below. You can see more projects of this bag on my Ravelry. There is a pattern for this bag. I'm gonna link all this together, and then in 2 weeks I'm gonna record new video, and we'll pull the winner from the people what gonna comment below of this video. So yeah, again, like, subscribe, comment, and I'm gonna see and announce winners in next time I record. I'm gonna ship it to you no matter where you are. I'm gonna pay myself for shipping, and you're gonna receive it's nice bag for me. Or if you want a pattern, I'm gonna also send this to you if you use Ravelry on Ravelry, and if you don't use Ravelry, just through email or something like this. So yeah, I hope some of you are excited about this. Yeah, other days, life is still going. As I was telling before, I'm in Ukraine. War is also still going, so I'm still struggling, even that I'm here, but I'm here in Denmark. War is in Ukraine, but I just cannot pretend like that it's nothing to do with me or things like that. So yeah, there are some days when I'm struggling, some days when they just need to do, there's just stuff what I need to do and need to deal with. Other days, as I told before, weather is strange, warm, cold, but we are planning to go on vacation in less than 2 weeks. Yeah, so probably next video I'm gonna be recording from where I'm on vacation. I don't know if we're gonna have some knitting with me, but yeah, I'm looking forward for vacation. Yeah, I hope you're all well, and I hope you have some time to put into your knitting. See you next time. Hi.